Important for me is that if you allow me to go on, I think now we've done a review. We can still talk a bit about the Asian equity, but I think very important for me to know also this meeting is to really understand again your risk profile, understand your needs. I want to be very sure that not just we decide now to continue absolute return, but to see a bit the rest of the portfolio that we're going into the right direction. Understand your business is doing reasonably well.
Yeah, it is okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, do I understand right that in terms of personal investment, you could afford to take maybe a bit more risk than in the past, or do you see the same risk, or what are your goals?
Are you looking for them to study here in Singapore, or you know?
I'm not sure. I doubt it. These days, it's more the US that provide that sort of better type of education in that field. Either that or UK. Either or.
What field are you looking at? I mean, in the same field?
Well, what you tend to do in my business is you normally go through a doctorate,
Right.
first of all, and then you specialise after that. So it's probably 5 years of being a doctor and then 2 years to be a specialist.
Right. And you're hoping that they might be specialised in the same field?
Well, they seem very, very keen on what I do, and it's a good profession to be in, so hopefully.
Okay.
Whatever they do, I'm sure they're going to have to go to university, whatever it is, so it's still going to cost me the same thing.
Yeah, and 10 years down the road, and such inflation, price and all, it's going to be a lot more than it is right now.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, and how much does it cost? For
I've worked out a few numbers. I reckon somewhere between 50 and 60,000 US.
Now qualify, but were they qualified in or graduated in this particular area too?
Yes, they both studied at Cornell.
Yes.
In the College of Art and Architecture.
Okay.
So both of them have degrees in interior design and planning.
Okay.
So they are both actually already working.
In which particular area?
Oliver tends to be, he favors being on the artistic side, the creative side. So he oversees mostly, a lot of the design stuff and the interior design work. Richard is helping me look after certain markets.
Okay. So in marketing more?
Yeah, and also, on the business development side.
Well, in this context of with the wealth growing, would it be something that for yourself to have a look and see how you're going to take care of the wealth for the future, and basically is that eventually the wealth is going to go to say Richard and Oliver. So how is this going to be taken care of?
Yeah, I haven't. I have to say that that's one of the primary reasons why I was interested to meet with you.
Well, I think so. Between wealth protection and investment, which will be a more concern to yourself?
I think both are equally important.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know, can it be both?
Well, it can be both, but I think I would just...
But let's put it this way, okay. The fact that I'm running my own business, my whole family is in the same business,
Right.
We are already open to some kind of risk.
Oh, yes, very much so.
So whatever money that's put into, in the hands of the banks, I would say protection. Because already, the fact that we are in the
3% per annum. So, what do you intend to use this? Is it for capital preservations or appreciation?
Well, just now, as I mentioned, I just left the money there over these years.
Yeah.
So I guess it was for capital preservation at that time because I just didn't want to lose the principal.
Okay. Because the reason for me asking is usually for capital preservations, we will look at certain products that is categorized under capital preservations, so that at least you have a peace of mind that you are actually going to investments, but having your capital preserved. That's what the capital preservation is all about. Now, if you look after doing the profiling, then probably going to be the next meeting after I gather all the informations, and I'll share with you on capital appreciation.
Maybe what I'd like to start then is get a sense of what is it that's important to you about money? I want to understand your relationship with money. Why are you coming to see me? What's the importance for you to maximise your wealth?
I've got it in my mind what I think we need to do, but I'm not sure. Stock market's not as good as it was before. I don't get as much money on deposit as I used to get before. How do I get some of these things I want to get to in the future? If you think about it, I've got the children to look after. Sorry, I missed that one thing. I've still got a mortgage.